This is a First and 10 Monday on Coaching Football with Brian Clee.
So this First and 10 Monday, we're going to talk about running balanced single wing to the tight end side. As you can see, the first play that I like to attack the tight end side is power. That's what our offensive attack was predicated on this past year. Really, no matter what front we saw, we're going to find a way to get power going against it. Our rules up front, the center guard and tackle on the play side, they have gap down, double to backer. So we get a double team against the three technique in an over front, assuming they're going to put that three technique to the tight end fullback side. And if you're running an over front and you don't, that would be extremely silly, in my opinion. Backside guard is going to skip pole. He's wrapping for first backer inside, or at least the area of the first backer inside. And then that backside tackle is responsible for scooping that B gap and then sealing any pursuit out of the C gap defender. Tight end, his base rule when we run power is to arc. Our wing is going to arc wide and give a sweep fake. And then our coaching point, the fullback is responsible for the kick out of the 7 technique, 6 technique, 5 technique. And then the quarterback, the coaching point for that is actually our quarterback that you'll see on film doing this some. His coaching point is he wants to get shoulder to shoulder with that guard. And really, as long as he sets like a basketball screen, we're happy if we get that out of the quarterback. A lot of times, the free safety's the one guy that you can't get blocked a lot of times on quite a few plays. By having the quarterback lead block in this situation, that gives you the chance to get to that fullback, usually the guard's hooking up on the linebacker. So a little different first and 10 than normal. We're going to actually follow up with a film clip here. So our play side guard, he's going to work that gap down, double to backer rule. He's going to end up with a double. Our center does a great job blocking back on the one technique and actually pushes the one technique into the blitzing backside linebacker while the guard pulls around. That play side linebacker, he's not great. He's not a textbook linebacker by any means. And he makes things worse by playing laterally over the top. The double team keeps getting pressure. I'd really like if our offensive tackle would have never left the double team, and we keep pushing on this because that probably gets the back to commit to the B gap, and we're going to have, you can see our guard pulling around there and our quarterback coming through. That would clean up that picture, and our back probably stays online. The back presses that double team, and he sees that window in the A gap that we all can see right now, and he decides to cut it back. You'll see in a second here. Right now, our tackle, for whatever reason, he slid off the double team early, and you can see right behind him is both the guard and the quarterback. So if our ball carrier would have pressed that double team longer, and if the tackle would have worked to get a little more wash on the 3 technique, we're probably getting even more yardage here. And the backside could keep his head up a little bit, but from the backside they make the play. All right, next play we like, really it's inside zone. We got a lot of what we do from a presentation by Saginaw Valley State, and then also Ferris State. Sam Parker did an O-line presentation at a Glacier Clinic. We are not overly complicated in our inside zone or a dive play, whatever you want to call this. All our guys have gap heavy climb rules. And what we really like out of inside zone, what you're going to see on this, and this goes for any front, but a lot of times we'll get linebackers trying to play over the top of the double team on power and moving laterally to try and get out after the ball gets spilled or at least get to like the C gap area on power, especially the backside linebacker if he reads guards. If he reads backfield and we run some sweep or something like that, anytime those linebackers are moving laterally, inside zone or what we call dive in our offense can be potentially really effective. So everyone's got gap heavy backer rules. Once I'm heavy, I am staying on that until I put the defensive lineman in the linebacker's lap. And that's something that we end up drilling in Indy situation out of the left guard and the center there. They're working a combo to that will linebacker. And again, don't over worry about those linebackers. We're calling this play because they're going to move side to side. Don't go chasing linebackers. It's kind of the number one coaching point. And after that, things get easy. Our right guard and right tackle, they're going to work a combo to that MAC linebacker, and then our fullback's kicking out. So is it inside zone? Is it duo? Like to us, like I think the way our guys have their footwork and stuff, we're definitely a little bit more of an inside zone on this type scheme than we are. The clip you're going to see, we actually take our fullback and he inserts in the A gap, so it gives it an ISO feel, and then our wing tucks in behind the tight end. He's in C gap, and he's maybe 140 pounds, really fast kid, doing a great job this spring running track and whatnot. Noah, he's going to kick out about a 300-pound kid here. Here's the clip, and you're going to see the cutback lane open up. Real double team at the point of attack. Quarterback's going to fake a sweep pass. Our ball carrier hits it, and right now that's picture perfect. We've got a wall built with our fullback, our right guard, our right tackle, that's our wing that has the kick out. And again, he's 140 pounds. He's kicking out somebody who's right around 300 pounds, had great pad level. And then our fullback and our center. Again, we blocked this up a little different this year, but that opens up a big A gap. Not bad there. Let it play through. A gap's open. And now we're able to wind it back. Great run by Kenyon there. Picks up about 15 yards. And I mean, you'll see on the end zone clips here, we're not perfect on the backside by any means. Our defensively, I think they screw up something in the call because you're going to see two guys in the left B gap there. We're pretty good on the front side. Again, we got the change up compared to what you saw there on the screen cut up. But like right now, this is picture perfect. If you're an offensive line coach, if you're an offensive coordinator who wants to run the ball, we got hats on everybody right now. We got great leverage. We've taken away inside leverage on every defender except for that backside 5 technique. And you can see that the 2 technique, for whatever reason, also looped out into that B gap. So they put 2 guys in 1 gap. And the linebacker on that play side, on that backside, on the left side, we have our ball carrier aim at what is traditionally really kind of the backside A gap of the inside zone. And he is in that, and he's getting yards. Screw this up again. Let it play through here. And we're getting big time yards. Winds it back. Backside D-gap defender, we don't have a boot holding them. We really probably could start using the wing as like a motion guy. All right, so we get them committed finally downhill with the dive or the inside zone. Next is sweep, which really we try to get an outside zone type feel to this as much as possible there. We're all going to step to reach. You see our wing and our fullback or our sniffer, they're both setting to reach. The quarterback's going to be part of that sweep to try and get numbers on the edge. We're good inside there. Right now, that's our play side guard is reaching a 3 technique. The center's climbing. And we end up with a good alley here. The tight end's reach block turns into a kick out. The tackle knows he's not going to make the reach on that kid. The tight end's putting him to the sideline. And the ball carrier sees a great opportunity. I apologize for this, guys. The ball carrier sees a great opportunity to cut up, and James, with the head of steam, gets downhill, gets us for almost the first down here. There you go, our guys. Right now, that's beautiful. Every single guy's taking the drop step to the left that they're coached to take. They are all ready to race to the sideline there. See our sniffer and our fullback, and our wing both working to get wide. In fact, they're working so wide that you see that there. The defense over pursues it. James sees it, hits it vertical, 9-yard gain. So a real good play after you've established the inside run. Next, the misdirection, and this is what becomes a killer. A lot of defensive coordinators say, "Oh man, that single wing, they just run into that wing side. They run into that fullback side. That's where they run the ball all the time." Well, you've been running power off tackle. You've been running dive, the inside zone, hitting and pressing the A gaps, and then you start stretching those sweep to the sideline or at least the alley. Now you come back with counter to the wing here. So we got down blocks, gap down, double the backer, just like power on the play side there. We got our guard pulling a kick. We got our tackle wrapping. The quarterback is going to fake like he's blocking, leading on sweep. The halfback there, our running back, he's going to step flat and give an inside handoff to the wing. the key coaching point there is the wing needs to get the ball and turn his shoulders, get his shoulders perpendicular to the line of scrimmage so he can hit any sort of interior run lane. And that's exactly what you see there. And we spring Noah for, let him show off his speed, get about 54 yards, almost get in for a score. Get to the end zone clip here. Got our down blocks on the play side. Got our kick out and our lead through by the guard and tackle. Our backside, our fullback or our sniffer is sealing and kicking. Same thing for the tight end. You see the wing get the ball from the halfback. Gets his shoulder square. And he hits it vertical. And Noah dumps him. Jonan dumps him at the end. Really love the end of this play. Be nice if we got in the end zone, but right now our dudes back at guard and tackle, Jonan and Travis, they're having fun. They know they got the play blocked up, and that set up a big game. Let our ball carrier highlight his speed. And then lastly, the play action pass within this would be our counter sprint pass. So you're gonna fake the counter, and we're gonna actually let our running back throw it. It's not something we've done often, but it's something that's part of it. If you're comfortable with that running back doing a little bit of a simple throw, he's either going to throw the flag route because that's wide open, dump it off to the arrow, or tuck it and go. And the misdirection on this ends up being really, really great. The clip I have, it's not amazing by any means. It's also not against the overfront. But here we go. We're going to block it like counter to the left up front. Still going to pull our guard and tackle. Wing's still going to go that way on the counter fake. And then our tight end has a flag route. Our quarterback's going to leak out on the arrow route. So if you're a team, that quarterback is an athletic guy at all. It's somebody you want with the ball, and the running back can dump it and just make some really, really simple throws. Defense completely overcheats. You're going to see the corner is not respecting our pass game at all right now. So he steps up to play the run. He's seen a steady dose of power, sweep, and counter. This is play 74 of the game. He steps up. Right now, our tight end gains leverage on both the linebacker that's kind of in position there, but the linebacker's eyes are inside because he sees counter. The safety's eyes are probably on the quarterback there, so we got leverage for the flag route. Our running back sees that, throws one out there, and we pick up the 2-point conversion. So some ideas for balance single wing to the tight end side. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you subscribe and all that other stuff. Leave it a like. And if you got questions, leave a comment.
If you think it would be fun to participate in a 1st and 10 Monday in some way, shape, or form, whether that is you presenting an offensive formation or two and how you would go about game planning against how I would try to defend that, and I'm going to exchange some ideas about how we're going to game plan to defend that offensive concept and those formations, or if you want to flip that script and you want to have me present an offensive formation or two and some offensive concepts and how we're going to game plan for how you would go about trying to defend us, and you're exchanging your ideas about how to put together a defensive game plan to stop that, that'd be great. There's my contact information. Hit me up on Twitter, leave a comment down below, or shoot me an email.